Hey Bookworms, it's Cassie here at Cassie's Bookish Corner, and it is time to show you my completed book bullet journal. This is from the years 2017 to 2019. I have not filled out the 2019 December stats tracker, so that is empty. You will find that out at the end when we get to it. But I'm sad to see this journal be completed. It's been a good several years. I've enjoyed it. I'm very happy that I started doing this. I started doing this before I even started doing a bullet journal. I was more hesitant, for planning. I was more hesitant to doing that than I was doing this. And I thought maybe I can get into this more easier and understand it more when I got into the book journaling. So let's get into this and I will show you what I've got. Here's just a bunch of random stickers. I was going to put my name all fancy in there. That didn't happen. My son gave me that sticker, so that's why that's in there. I just wanted stickers in the beginning, I guess. This I tried to make look fancy and completely ruined it, but my book journal, quote, picture, and a drawing. Here I tried to do my index. It ended all the way in July. Did not keep going. I mean, I even left several pages to keep going and it didn't happen. Here's the 2017 calendar. I started marking off days, quit, as it goes. Here is my 2017 stats tracker with my Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and blog. I started YouTube in October of 2017, so that's why it is not in here. My reading challenges cover page. Goodreads goal was 60, which I think I'm going to try to keep it 60 every year. So future, whatever. 60, I only got to 59. My last book was The School for Good and Evil #2, 5 stars. My first book of the year was The Winter's Kiss by Marie Rutowski. Loved it. Loved the series. Very good. Highly recommend. I numbered each book. I wrote the title, the author, and the rating by star and the number. Here is my 2017 book challenges, or here are my challenges. I got this off of Better World Books, the 2017 reading challenges. I think it's this page, and then I added my own or found them from other challenges. I can't remember. This was 2017. I can't remember what I did. I don't even remember why I colored them yellow and gray and green. Maybe that's the color I had at the time I was filling this out. I don't remember. And then I think these might have been multiples that I had, but I didn't complete a lot of challenges this year. Then here are some quotes, some stickers, some doodles. Here are some more quotes with some Winnie the Pooh stickers, just from books that I have read or authors. Now these pages that I really, really like, but at the same time, I can't put a lot down on a page because of how it's laid out. I love the heading. I love the stickers I added. I love putting the total. I love how it's all bulleted. I just love how it looks. It looks very, very neat. Here's my book haul. Here's my library haul. But like I said, because I felt like a lot of space was not being used, I ended up doing this, which ended up being a lot messier, but that's just how it's continued on. I put the title, the author, and the month that I got those books, and then I just quit. I don't even remember when I got it. Here are all the books I had on my bookshelf at the time. I only had one bookshelf. I have two now. They are separated from books read and books that I want to read. This was a mixture. I marked off the books that I did read, and then I put the date afterwards. Some of these books I still have not read. like A Gathering of Shadows, The Beautiful Series, The Kiss, The Lost. I don't think I've continued on with Empire of Storms. Yeah, so I've got to get to reading. Some of these I have unhauled, a lot of these I've read, which I'm very happy about that. Let's just turn the page. Here is reading updates. I wanted to try something with this. I had put these stickers in a long time ago, just decorating random pages. I wanted to do reading updates by putting the date, what I was currently reading, the time I was logging all this in, and the page number that I was on. If I finished a book that day, I would write what I finished and then the next book that I started reading. Here I put page I was on out of the total pages of the book, and same with here. I liked doing this, but it didn't last. Here I tried doing separate TBR pages, a month to itself, with me decorating the page. That did not last either. I read all of these books because I think they were library books. I only read 2 of these books because those were books that I had owned. And it's amazing how that happens, how I noticed that happening at this time. I would read my library books, but I would not read the books that I had on my shelf. Let's see, I still have not read Outlander. I got rid of that. I read that, read, not read, and read. So some progression from then to now, but I may try to do this again. I don't know. I am doing it in my bullet journal that I journal in and plan in and all that stuff. So maybe I will decorate those pages more and show you. I don't know. Those are more private from my own journal. This is my wish list, just books that I wanted. Some of these books I do have, some of these books I don't, some I have changed my mind on. Here are quotes to books that I have read: Salt to the Sea, Eliza and Her Monsters, and Geekerella. Loved all 3 of those books. I was going to continue on doing those, but because I did not feel like writing anymore at the time, and I didn't feel like filling this journal up with quotes when I knew I could try to fit 2 more or so years into this thing. I got this off of a YouTuber. I will try to find that video and link it down below. I may have to do some intense research on that, but I really liked it and I thought it would work out. Going to the library at this time kind of fizzled out for me, and I hate that. I apparently only read 1 book. I tried reading Scythe and didn't. So I'd like to do this again, but I've not been to the library enough to do that anymore. I mean, I could do this with my Overdrive stuff. I may do that. Here was my 2017 Christmas wish list. Some of these books I do have, some of these books I ended up reading. Actually, almost all of these I have read, except for The Hating Game. I have the first 3 books of this. I've not read Monsters and Men. Yeah, I've read almost all of those, and I have enjoyed them, but I do not own some of them. And here's where I started doing my 2017 stats. Marked them what genre they were, books read by the library, books I had owned. And then here we get into 2018. This is where I decided to take a picture of my bookshelf at the beginning and at the end of the year. It's a big difference by how many books I acquired in 1 year. Here's my calendar. Here's my stats tracker where I added in YouTube, and I quit doing my blog, which I wish I didn't, but things happen. So here is my 2018 Goodreads goal that I tried to do. For some reason, I'm always like 1 or 2 off from in here to Goodreads, and I think it has to do with me rereading stuff. But my goal was 60, and I think I got to like 80 something. We'll find out as I turn the pages. But it's the same thing. Book, author, and the rating. Here are my 2018 reading challenges. I do remember that I highlighted these because I had completed them. And I did that at the end of the year when I was trying to figure out how all my stats and everything. This year, this was the year that I decided to write down all the books on my TBR shelf. The highlighted in yellow are the ones that I read. The ones marked out were unhauled. Some I kept and read, some I just read, some I just unhauled. I'm glad to see some of these that I have read. Some of these I've gotten rid of. Some of these are still on my TBR. Here is my Instagram challenge that I created in February, and then a book haul that I tried something different. Continuing, and then here's my 2018 wish list. I've read 2 of these and own 1. Hopefully I can get to the rest. And then to my stats. Oh, I read 81 books. Goodreads stats. There's where I went through and categorized them. And then all my ratings. And then all my charts that I put in my video. And then here we are to 2019, the beginning of the year. I got the end of the year picture, which I'm going to put there. It's changed a lot. Yeah. Here is my 2019 calendar that I got off of Boho Berry. Never used it. Here is my stats tracker. I took the blog off because, like I said, I quit doing it. Some pictures I took and post them on Instagram. I did start my Etsy shop, so that's why a lot of these are of my book sleeves that I had made. Here are my 2019 reading challenges. I have not read really anything in December, so I think I'm done filling this out, which means I have to go through and highlight what challenges I have completed. That way I can see what I've completed and what I have not. All the books read in 2019. Again, my goal was 60 and I read 66. The first book being The Third Wheel. Okay, I've got to tell you something because this year I started letting my son rate books. Some of these have the author, or the book, the author, the rating, and then it has these right here. Those are for my son. He rated those books. I did not. Lock Every Door by Riley Sagar was the last book I read. Very good. And books on my TBR shelf, the same thing as the year before. Highlighted the ones I read, marked out the ones I unhauled. I just realized before read, maybe I should do something different from where I read it and unhauled it. Maybe I should try something that for my 2020 and on. Here's some pictures I took of Instagram. Got a lot more books than the year before. And now we are getting to my ebook, books on my ebook TBR. I screenshot them, printed them off. Some of these I have read because they have the orange highlighted on top of them. A lot of these I have not. Saving them for a rainy day, I guess. Books I do want to read. I do have that one. I want to read that. I kind of read Ash Princess. I kind of don't remember it. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, finale. Such beautiful covers. I just love tracking it like this because I'm visual when it comes to books, and I just love seeing the cover. And it makes me remember more of the book. The Cruel Prince, The Wicked King. And then here is my Mother's Day rose that I got in 2017. It started wilting and I didn't want to throw it away, so I taped it in my journal. And there it has stayed. Some font that I tried to do, ignore that. And then I read Escaping from Houdini. Here I tried to keep track of the 2019 readathons. I did quite a few of these this year, but I don't know if I'm going to do them in 2020. I'm going to limit myself and read more of what I want and try to focus more on my challenges. And I got this off of an Instagrammer, a Bookstagrammer, and I really liked it. And so I am borrowing it and put it in my journal, and I really, really like it. It's also helped me keep a visual track of what I read in 2019. My 2019 book haul from December and January, February and March, and it continued on there. The next page is ARCs. I'm not going to show you that because some of them are 2020 and they're not out yet and they're not released, so I don't want to completely show them off yet because I don't know, I don't think I'm allowed to just yet. Yeah. Here I started doing my stats. So those videos will be out soon. I'm not showing you anymore. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments if you have kept a book journal. If you want to keep a book journal, you are welcome to use any of these ideas. A lot of them I am using off of other people, which I will try to link down below. If I am missing anybody, please let me know because I want to give credit where credit is due. As you can tell, this has been through a lot. It's not even latching anymore. This has been with me everywhere, through everything. And I love this thing. I am sad to see it end, but I am excited to start a new journal. A lot of beginnings are starting in 2020. And I look forward to them. I did do this, just one more chapter. I don't know if you can see this. Let's see. A book is a dream that you hold in your hands. The camera is weird, so sorry I can't put it at a good spot. But I hope you guys really liked this, and I hope you create one if you have not yet. I love seeing everything. What I've read, what I haven't read, what I got rid of, my stats, how I used to keep track of everything and how everything has changed for me. And I'm just so happy I've started this, and I hope to continue it for the rest of my life. So thank you so much for watching this. Let me know if you have a book journal, if you plan on starting one, or what kind of journal you use. I will talk to you in the next video. Comment down below, like, subscribe, and I will chat with you in the next one. Bye!